To your question, how do you conduct such an investigation? It is my opinion that this is probably one of the easiest cases to solve. Should be for the JCF. Because unlike the situation where you have a child who's probably walking to school and suddenly disappeared, in this case, you have the missing person. You can track the missing person to someone who picked her up, someone who took her to a known location, and then that's the end of that. So you have a place to start, right? You start with the apartment. There's also talk that that two police officers, female police officers, including the boyfriend's baby mother, that they actually went to the apartment while Donnelly was there. And then we also have information coming from neighbors saying that they heard a commotion. So you can start by looking at those three people, full, complete, comprehensive background on those people. One of the things you want to look at is how come this constable was able to afford an apartment in New Kingston driving a BMW, if the reports are true. So you want to look at that. You want to talk to the neighbors. You want to look at videos taken of the complex. Or I've been led to believe that the police they have the vehicle trackers on some of these traffic signals. So they should be able to track the vehicles from the apartment through certain thoroughfare. Then you can also do the forensics inside the apartment. You use luminol to see if there's a presence of blood in the event that there was a gunshot wound and there's a blood splatter. Although based on what I'm hearing, it sounds like she was strangled. So then the other thing you want to look at, because the Jamaican police is not exactly known for being efficacious when it comes to the collection and the presentation of evidence. You want to know what evidence was collected at the so-called scene of the crime, which would be the apartment. You want to know who collected that evidence, when they collected it, why they collected it. You want to know about the chain of custody, who had it, when was it passed, to whom, where was it stored, or where is it still being stored? Lots of questions, but the good thing about it is that you have a place to start. I mean, my son, who's 11 years old, I could put him on this case, and I'm sure he would do an outstanding job. Not because I'm his dad, but because he has common sense. So I really, to answer your question, where do we start? That's where you start. You start with interviewing people. You have known, we don't call them suspects anymore until we're absolutely sure. We call them what? People of interest. We have known people of interest. So you start with them, right? Then you have the people in the apartment. And then you look at the police action as well. One of the things you want to do, and I've heard them mention it this time, is that they're trying to have coordination between the police and the prosecutors, which generally you don't hear about this, but they're trying to do, because this case is so significant, but yet it's so simple. It's very simple. And if they can't solve this one, they should just disband the JCF.